for the first science news for today, it is really interesting and actually connects to the rest of the show. So it's finding a lost piece of music. So this is like an archaeology music science news. It's super cool. So this was a piece of lost music from 500 years ago in Scotland. It was found by scholars from Edinburgh College of Art and KU Leuven in Belgium. And this musical score only has about 55 notes, and it is from the early 16th century from pre-Reformation Scotland. So it was found in a copy of the Aberdeen Breviary of 1510, which is a collection of prayers, hymns, psalms, and readings that was used for worship in Scotland, and also had writings on the lives of different Scottish saints. And so, where this book came from, it came from an initiative by King James IV, because he issued a royal patent to print books with the Scottish religious practices so that they didn't have to import texts from England or Europe. And this specific thing of music was found in the margins of the Glamis copy, which is called that way because of where it was found. So there's like a whole bunch of handwritten annotations in the book, and specifically one of them is this music, which is spread over 2 lines. The second is about half the length of the first, and it's on a blank page in a section of the book dedicated to matins, which is an early morning service. And this was very bizarre of like where this music was, because it was not an original part of the book, but it was in like an actual like page bound into the book. So it was written at a later date and was wanted to be a part of this, like someone wrote it there for a reason to keep it with this book. So it's like, then it's like, why is this music there? And there was no annotations explaining what this was. There was nothing of saying what the song was, if it was for voices or for instruments. There was basically no information whatsoever written next to it. So after they investigated more into it, they found that it was polyphonic, which is where 2 or more lines of independent melody are sung or played at the same time. And this apparently was very common in Scottish religious institutions at the time, but very few examples have survived. So this was a huge discovery. But one of the team members realized that it was actually that it fit with the Gregorian chant melody, and that specifically it was the tenor part from a faburden, which is a 3 or 4 voice musical harmonization on the hymn Coulter Day, which is a nighttime hymn sung during the season of Lent. And the thing that since this is a tenor and it's a part of a harmony, that means and it's part of a well-known melody, they could actually reconstruct all of the other missing parts and basically hear like the full hymn from this part. Which is just super cool. So yeah, it was just the second I saw this headline, I was like, all right, it's music, has to go in there. It connects to the rest of the show, which is really cool that I could actually do that.